Hi, so today I'm going to share some information with you about the correlation and overlap of language communication issues, challenges, however you want to word that, struggle with communicating your thoughts, your emotions, your intent, your feelings, and behavior challenges. So a lot of teachers and a lot of parents totally see this correlation a lot, as well as therapists. But bottom line, if someone can't communicate how they feel, if they can't communicate that they have ideas and thoughts or they want to do something this way, if they're struggling with getting all of that out, whether that's vocal communication like I'm speaking now, whether that's written, whether that's typing, whether that's some other type of like communication system or device, however it is, if they can't communicate, if they don't have a system of communication with others, you tend to see a lot more behavior problems and challenges. And think about it from your perspective. If you're listening to this, you have some receptive language skills most likely, so you can understand what I'm saying. But if you could not communicate to anyone through gestures, pictures, words, however it is, if you could not communicate how you felt, you could not communicate your understanding, you could not communicate your needs, that's going to be very, very, very frustrating. And especially if you compound that with a young child who's trying to learn and grow and process all of these things, that's huge. And so and especially if you think about these issues with sleeping, and there's just so many, it's just like the perfect storm, so many challenges here with this. But so many people with autism struggle with communication, and even after someone acquires language, still at the core root of the disorder is a communication issue most of the time. And so even if you get words, as we say, they got their words, they found their voice, sometimes it's still tough to communicate, or it's tough for them to communicate very delicate topics or things that cause them anxiety or stress, or in situations where they feel those emotions already, it kind of compounds all of that. I know personally with my child, when he is sick, our communication level backs off way, way, way back to where we were when we first started. If he feels unwell, it's very hard for him to communicate that with me. If he gets upset, even though he has words, he has language, he can communicate with me, we revert back sometimes because his mind is so overwhelmed, it's like he can't get the words out anymore. So all of those things you need to remember, and especially if you're engaging with a child that's not your own, if you're seeing behavior problems or if you're seeing an issue of them not communicating, they are probably overwhelmed. There's something going on that is really bothering them, and you need to try to step in and figure out what that is and try to assist them as best you can.